So go and cry on my shoulder, so you can find someone but me to hold you.
Alright, hello, I'm Oliver. I'm working on my game here called Pro Gymnast. This is the first time I'm doing a sort of late night stream. I have been streaming like 1 hour a day in the mornings, which has been a nice schedule to keep in order to make progress on the game. But it also means that I only have an hour because I have to stop. I have other things to do in the rest of the day, which means that I've had like tasks and things where an hour was tricky because I would run out of time and I have to kind of stop at an awkward spot. So instead I thought I'd try a couple of nights a week doing a later night stream where I can go a little longer. I don't exactly have a stopping point other than just getting tired. Alright, now where we're at right now is we've made good progress on the game, and the avatars and the hairstyles and everything look pretty good. I've got all the ones I want, I think. But I really would like some secondary motion on the avatar hair. And so I was looking at some videos online about the avatar system I'm using, and it looks like this is definitely doable, so I'm going to give it a try. So what I want to do is I want to go to one of the hairs that could use some obvious, simple, like secondary motion. Probably actually the ponytail hair that I have would be a great candidate. And that one, like this one was later one, we can probably try. But I guess we could try it with these. This is jumping right into the deep end of two things I need to add motion to, but yeah, I don't know where the previews went on some of these. Okay, let's try this one. So if we go here to just an empty scene, this one is my helpful test scene. Okay, get rid of this. And we said, what was it, 7? Oh, this is a pretty good one too. So was it female 7? Yeah, it was. Okay. Let's look at this. Okay. So from my understanding, what we can do, and let me just double check this. This is the problem that there's not 2 materials on this. No. The bands are a different piece. Here they are. Okay, I don't think I need to worry about that, but we'll see. Let's test this though. So I think the way this works is if I select this object and I export this as an FBX. Actually, I already have these as FBXs. I don't need to do this export step. We just need to know that it was hair 7. If I go back here to Blender, and I go File, Import, FBX, and I go find female hair 7. Guess this one? Yeah, actually, hang on. Let's try this again. File, Import, FBX. What about this one? Does that make any difference? Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's do this again from scratch, I think will be better. So we're going to go File, Import, FBX. We're going to grab hair 7. We're also, while we're at it, going to import. Let's just do this. Okay. So this object, we're going to oops. There we go. And we're going to sort of place this on here, and it looks like it needs to be scaled a bit, actually. Yeah. Okay, that looks a little funky. Yeah, it's still a little high up. So it's too big. Let's look at it from the side here. This says it wants to fit like that. Okay, that looks pretty close. Yeah, okay, that's fitting on there pretty good. So now in theory, what we're going to do, first of all, is we're going to make it so that we can view the armature, aka the rig. And there's this bone here called I think it's called head adjust, if I've got it correctly. There's head, but there's also head adjust, I think. Let's go look in here. So if we go into the armature, work our way down here, spine, spine, neck, head. Okay. So head is our bone, I think. Oh, hey, Combat Bird, how's it going? Yeah, much later stream time, so nice to see ya. Okay, so with this bone selected, we should be able to add a new bone. And let me think how I want to do this. So we're gonna add a bone that's just like okay, there we go. Okay, so this is just a brand new bone that's a child of head, and this is going to be the root bone for our dynamic bones. So we're going to call this dynamic hair root. Okay. And then what we should be able to do is like maybe this would be the fastest way to do it. Duplicate that bone, come over here, and start creating a small chain of bones. So like that, and let's just go make sure that this one's parent is dynamic hair root. Oh, and did we accidentally add another bone here somewhere? I think we did. What are these? Yeah, I think. Ooh, hey, thanks for the follow, by the way. Let's see. What are these? Did I accidentally make a bunch of rando bones here? What are all these? I did. Dynamic hair. Okay, okay. So I accidentally extruded a couple times here. So how do I... Let's see, I want to move... I want to set this one's parent to be just head. Like that. And then that way I should be able to delete my mess ups. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now we have this root bone here. And then we have the beginnings of our attempt at a dynamic setup here. So we're gonna maybe make this into like... Nah. I don't know how many we actually need here. Maybe not that many. Something like this. And from the side, you gotta make sure these are following the shape here. Oh cool, Combat Bird, you're learning Blender right now. This rigging is much more advanced than I imagined it would be. Yeah. I'm not really actively making use of like all these face bones and stuff in the game right now. Although I should look into how difficult it would be to have some basic facial expressions in the game. But mostly this rig is because of this avatar system I'm using. Okay, so this is our example here. So we gotta give these kind of like, let's just call it, let's call this, what is this, left chain 1. And then left chain 2. And then, or actually, I'm gonna use a button here later to symmetrize this. So let's call this chain 1 left. Chain 2 left. Chain 3 left. And chain 4 left. Okay, now I think if I grab these bones and then I say armature symmetrize, I get a copy. They've all been renamed just with R's on their names. So this should be chain 1R, chain 2R, chain 3R, chain 4R. Okay. And these are all children of this new bone that we've created called dynamic hair root. Cool. Okay, so then now what we gotta do is we need to go, yeah. So then we need to put some bone weights on this thing. So this hair, which let's just make sure it's all rotations and everything is all applied. So here we see no location, rotation, or scale or anything. And then this one would actually be cool to do little chains on these little pieces as well. Well, let's see if we get this thing working, then maybe we could do that. Alright, so then what we gotta do is we gotta add a modifier onto the hair, which is an armature modifier, and the armature is the female armature. Okay, then we gotta give it some vertex groups. So we're gonna give it one main one, which is head. And we can quickly just say like, let's assign everything to head. And then we've got some others we're gonna need, the ones we just made. So chain 1 L, chain 2. I could probably try using the automatic weights to do this, but let's just do this one by hand. Chain 4 L. We're gonna need a chain 1 R, chain 2 R, chain 3R, and chain 4R. Okay, then we can go here to weight painting. And so if we go look at head right now, everything's red because everything is just fully weighted to the head right now. So now what we want to do is we want to go here And we're going to keep this really simple for now. We're going to say the weight is 1 and the strength is 1. And we'll go to chain 1 left, which is right here. And what am I missing? Yeah, I don't have paint mask turned on. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, subtract. I don't want to subtract. I want to mix. Okay. So we're saying this right here. And actually, is there a way to... No, that's not it. Is there a way to paint through here? Can't remember. See, like if I do this, it's only going to be on this one side. I forget if there's an option for that. I don't think it's this. We have front faces only turned off. This should look something like this. And one more like ring of verts, maybe. Okay. And chain 2 should be all of this. Where are they? Yeah. Yeah, X-ray. So I tried that a second ago. Where was it? Right here. But now I can't like even see what I'm doing. I don't know if there's like a way to adjust the visibility of that. Ah. Test it over here. Does this actually go through? It still doesn't seem like it does. I don't know. I don't know. Dupe. This one's gonna be kind of everything right here. Yeah, this is a little worrisome though that I'm gonna miss some verts. Yeah, I don't like this. Let's see. Hang on. Let's do this again. Let's go like this. Everything's selected. We're gonna remove everything from these groups. Alright, so now if we go back to weight paint. Okay. I think I can go like that. Go like that. Okay, and get everything back to 1 again. Let's look this up real quick. Oh, look, it's a quick search result pop up. You can do this by deselecting limit selection to visible from the header. Wait, that looks like an older version though. What's up, 2BCF test? Let's see. Weight paint. Yeah, I don't even see this option anymore in 2.8. 2.0 solution is options, front faces only, but I've got that turned off. Hmm. Oh, fall off. Switch from sphere to project. Aha. Front face fall off. Disable. Okay. Alright, that looks like that was the problem. Okay, so here we go. Chain 1 L. Right, we want... Maybe what we actually want to do too is we want to go into like face mode here. And just kind of grab the faces that we want to ultimately affect. Okay. Like that. And really, I guess we could just do that. So then we could say, okay, now chain 2 left is going to be all of these faces. Man, this mesh is a little tricky, isn't it? Yeah. Is that really all we want? Let's find out. I can blur this a little bit later. So we'll go to weight paint mode, go back like this. Okay, there you go. Okay, so now it's starting to look a little better, right? We have head, we have chain 1, 2, and 2L. Now, that weight, is that because I have auto normalize on, and we'll see. Wonder if this was the intended way. Is there something I'm missing? What do you mean, combat bird? Okay. So this one. Or something, sorry, you said something we're missing, not something you're missing. Okay. This one, we're gonna overlap them, I think, so we'll probably want all of this. All of this. Okay. Wait, painting. There we go. No, not that one. 2, 3. Okay. And then yeah, I guess the X-ray thing is just a visibility thing. You need something? Okay. And then these last ones here would be for this. Alright, I don't really need to like kill myself trying to get these weights perfect because I gotta just make sure that this whole pipeline's even gonna work. But Blender looks much more comfy than Maya. Yeah, man, you gotta get on Blender. Blender's awesome. It's like by far the best free software I've ever encountered. Okay, let's test this. Pose mode. Rotate.
Ugh.
Yeah, so we got a problem here, which is that, first of all, let's set this to be active element. Okay, we still have weights coming from the head. So these are only like half weighted. Okay, so go back here. Let's go to weight paint mode. Oh, wait, first let's go to edit mode. Let's go back like this. Let's just try doing, is it this? No, this? Nope. What the heck did I just do there? Oh wait, is it this? Yeah. Net. Okay, grab all those. And on the head, their weight should be 0. Okay. So, let's go back here. Pose mode. Okay. Now it's at least like rigged, right? The weights are pretty gross. And so maybe we want to try and do a quick blend on them. And then I gotta remember if I can mirror those weights. I think I can. Okay, we'll go back to weight paint. We're gonna use a blur brush, or what's it called? No. Or is it? No, it's not that. I thought there was like a, was it one of these? Gradient, smear, average, blur. Okay, blur, or maybe even average will work. So if we go here to chain 1, for example, let's go to like a front view. And we probably want to turn the strength down. Ugh. Select. Okay. No, see, this is really low weight now. The logo for the game. No, I actually had like a concept artist, graphic designer who helped me with some of the art direction for the game. Also create the logo. Where do we want to go back here? We want to change the... No. Where did my... Oh, because I'm in blur mode. Okay. Okay. So this one probably just needs more fall off, I guess. Okay. And same thing here. Smooth that out a little bit. Do you still have the licensing rights to the music in the original Gymnast? Oh, yeah, actually, I do. The harder part will be finding the files. Because it's from so long ago. Oh my god, how did I manage to make that so much worse? That's terrible. This is like the worst weight painting of all time. Look at this, really bad. Ugh. Yeah, there was an old freeware version of Gymnast. It was like an extremely 2D simplified graphics incarnation. Man, all right, let's. These weights are horrendous. I wonder if instead what I could do is try doing this with a gradient real quick. So if I remember correctly, the way I would do that is I would go like this. I would go select enough. Let's just select this whole thing. Okay. And then we go into... I'm going to waste a bunch of time just messing around with this junk tonight instead of the cool physics code I wanted to write. Then we go here and we say gradient. Yeah, so we do it like this, where we say like, okay, this bone is like gradient like that, And this bone is, see, I want it to be like, that's not good. Yeah, you should check out Combat Bird's videos. He did cool videos on both games. Let's see. How do I do like a... Like this gradient thing is cool. Oh, radial symmetry. That's interesting. Well, that's kind of cool. Wait, so I could do linear for this one, like this. And I gotta turn the strength up and the weight up. Okay, so this would be like that. And then this one, first of all, let's set it to 0. Okay, then we go to gradient mode, radial gradient, like this. Okay, then we go to this one, paint it to nothing, no, to nothing, to nothing, gradient mode, should be this one, no, this. There we go. Then we go to this one and set it to, why do these default to weird numbers? Set it to nothing. Nah. Nah. Can I double it up? I can. Okay. Let's see if this looks any better. You should be able to post links in the chat, by the way. I had that disabled for a while, but I've enabled it. There you go. No problem, Comment Bird. I was the one saying check out your videos, so they're cool. Let's see. Object mode. Pose mode. Here we go. Okay. This still looks pretty wonk. Why is it when... What? That's strange. We're getting some... So look, when I rotate this one, we got like a couple verts down there that are not rotating very much, which means they're like still, what does it mean? It means they're still like got some weights from some random spot. So let's go look at this weight paint. So if we look down here at these problem areas, aha, head is not totally set to 0. So now we gotta go here, like this, kill all the weights from head. Okay. Okay. This better be close enough. Now if we go here, pose mode. Okay, that's looking a little more reasonable. Okay, now can I transfer these weights over? Pretty sure. Did I model these? No, none of these. The base human model you're seeing comes from the avatar asset pack I'm using, which is I can show you when I get back into Unity in a second. And then these hairstyles are also from different asset packs, but the problem is I wanted more hairstyles than the core asset I was using offered. So I got a bunch of hairstyles, but they don't line up with it. And so I've had to actually do this step where I bring them in and rig them and then re-import them so that they'll work with the rig and the avatar base that I'm using. Okay, now how do I... We're going to have to go back and do some Googling real quick here. So we want to mirror bone weights. Blender 2.8. Okay. Select the object with the weights attached. Then go to Options X Mirror. Okay. Alright. Where was that? That was here. What? Wait a minute. That doesn't look right. Oh, in weight paint mode. Okay. Weight paint mode. Here we go. Options. X mirror. Okay, let's see if that's true. So now if I go look at chain right, nothing. It only works when you're painting, I think. I want to transfer my existing ones. Weight tools. Mirror. Really? That's the way they do it? Oh, copy vertex data. Ugh, okay. What? No, I don't want to play an animation. Have you ever made a game that was not physics-based? Yeah. Like a personal game, like a quote-unquote Wallaber game? Let's see. Yeah, I made a game called Snowball Fight, which was like a snowball fighting game. It was pretty crappy. No physics in that one. And then I've done a few like game jam games that were not physics-based as well. But those are the exception, not the rule. Let's see. Alright, so do I have to go here to object mode? I'm trying to find a better... website here that tells me how to do this properly. Yeah, Clay, I was pretty sure it was you. You got like a random, was this like a second account? You don't want to screw up the algorithm by claiming you watch live streaming videos or something? It's going to recommend you all sorts of random junk now. The mirror modifier takes weights into account. Yeah, I don't want that though. Oh my god, okay. Okay, this is the way to do it. Alright, so what we gotta do is, we gotta go here, we gotta get rid of these right-hand ones, because they're dumb. Okay. Oh, I see. Got it. Now let's go to weight paint, make sure these are still there. They're still there. And what we do is we grab this one, and we say, copy mirror vertex group. Right, that's what we want, but undo. Because first what we want to do is we want to no, undo that. Dang it, this button. Copy vertex group, boom. Then you make a new, no, I don't need to do that. It made me a copy. Then you mirror it. Oh, that looks really weird. Why did that fail so hard? Yeah, Combat Bird, yeah, 2 BCF test, aka Clay, is one of my students I'm teaching, so I teach a game prototyping class. Oh, you know what, so the topology of this junk is not the same. That was closer. Ugh. Ugh, this is the worst. I don't know a good way to get this data across. This one's close, look. But the little strands didn't copy over. That's no good. Alright, so let's see, can I go back to where I had okay. Okay, here we go. Alright, well we're just gonna make ones on the left or on the right. Cause whatever. You know the way we know how we're doing it now. So the way we're doing this is we're going like this. Wait, we go like this. We select a representative amount of this. Hit Control L to get all the linked ones. Go to weight paint mode. Go back to this. Then we say, all right. So chain one right. That needs a gradient, a linear gradient. It looks like this. Boom. Then we go chain R2. That needs a radial gradient. That looks like this. And then 3 needs a radial gradient that looks like that. And 4 needs one like this plus some extra junk at the bottom. Okay, tell me this is close enough so we can move on to trying to hook some of this stuff up. Alright, so let's go like this. Pose mode. Ah, right. Object mode, click this, go back into here, weight paint mode, go up here, select head, set this to 0, Shift K to apply. There we go. Okay, I better save this file. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to save it over like that though, I wanted to save as. This is, which one was this? This is female hair 7, right? Yep. Okay. So this is actually supposed to be female hair 7 skinned. Save that. Okay. So now we need to export this. So we select this and we select this. Then we go File, Export to FBX, and then it pops up here and you can't see stuff, but I select armature and mesh. And then I believe I have these settings right, but let's go double check them. So the way we do that is we go down here to the UMA folder right here. We open up the documentation and we search for Blender. There we go. And we scroll down to this screenshot right here and it says export with FBX all Z forward Y up. So that's FBX all Z forward Y up. Cool. And then we look at this, and it's no, not this. This, and the primary bone axis is X. Secondary is -Y. Primary bone axis X. Secondary is -Y. Cool. Now we're gonna save this to here as F hair 7 skinned underscore extra bones. All right, now we get to actually test this. So we should be able now to go back to Unity. Unity's going to realize that there's a new file here. Let's go look at it. It's right here. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. Did I save it to the wrong spot? What did I do wrong? Oh, that was hard. Selected objects. That's... Oh, okay. Is that working? Thinking about it. You think? Maybe not. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now we have this right here. Boom. And that is a skin mesh. It's got this full armature, which represents the one from the game, but if we go up here to head, we should now have our extra stuff. Should we do dynamic hair root, chain 1 left, look at that. Look at that, oh, no, don't zoom out. Okay. And chain 1 right. Okay. So now, I've been told, according to the video that I watched, that if we use this slot builder thing, and we say we are going to make a mesh out of this. Yeah, out of this. It's going to make that F hair 7. And it's going to update it. Okay. Now it's going to be a little hard to tell if it actually changed. But it did. Here we go. Because see, this recipe is now reset. So these should now be updated. Now if I go here to this, I need to reset the quote-unquote race that it works with, which is how the avatar system talks about base meshes. So I set it to the female one. I update the name. I mark it as hair. And then we say we want to use a shared hair color called hair. Then we go down here and we grab our overlay, which is hair pack hair overlay, like that. We say use the shared color. And that should have set that up. So now in theory, if I wonder if I should test this. I should make a little scene for testing this, but let's fly blind for a second. So now in theory, if I go into the game and I go edit my avatar and I set the hair to be this one. Okay, it loaded in, so that's a good sign. Now let's go look at this avatar. What we want to know is, did we actually get those extra bones we created? According to the internet video I watched, we will. We go spine, spine, neck. Here's the test. Is it here? Is it here? I don't see him. Do you see my cool bones? Should be a thing called dynamic. No. Okay. So, the internet led me astray. Now let's go back here. I think maybe the issue is I think the issue is there is this thing here. Where is it? You go to the actual. Let's see if this is it. If this doesn't work, I'm going to go watch the video again slowly and like figure this junk out. But here, avatar, right? Female hair 7. This one. If you go to the slot, there's this thing down here. It says drag bone transforms here to add their names to the animated bone names, so the tools will preserve them. And if I look here, there are no animated bone names. So according to that, what I would do is I would go dig in here and find my custom this. Now all that did was add that one bone. So do I have to like literally drag all these? Let's try it. Something makes me think this is not gonna work like I'm hoping, but let's see. So what I would have to do then is I would need to why can't I lock the inspector? There we go. Lock the inspector, grab all these, drag them in like that. That didn't work. You can't take more than one? Seriously? Ugh, I don't like this. I definitely did not observe the helpful internet person needing to do this. when they got their magic bones to show up in their avatar. Alright, okay, alright. There you go. They're all listed. So I wonder if there's any other business here to attend to make this. Oh, son of a bird! Oh, man, that's the worst. Unity crashing on me. Yeah, Unity has stopped working. I know. I know. All right. Bring back up the project. While we're waiting, this was UMA dynamic bone. Let's get this video up just in case we end up needing it. Yeah. Okay, is Unity back up yet? Okay. What was I doing? Okay. I was here. And I was explicitly setting the bones that I wanted that slot to keep, which was models, avatar, this. Okay, they're all there. I don't know if that's gonna do anything, right? That feels like unlikely that that's gonna fix what I need. But the recipe here doesn't say anything special, so alright, let's go back to the scene then. Now it could be something with the myriad of options I have on my avatar, which is right here. I don't know if there's like some crazy thing that says like, don't you dare give me more bones or whatever. But let's with that change to the slot. Let's test this real quick. So we go here. We choose this hairstyle. Okay. Let me go look at our character. Oh. You guys. That's our bone. Not only is that our bone, but these are our bones. So if we go to this one, which has no animation, I would assume. Oh, something's weird with the little like scrunchies. What's the deal with them? They're just not there at all. Okay, good to know. But look at that. These are ready for some physics. Look at you. You would love to react to physics. Okay. Okay. So now the trick is we have to get some code to run to, you know, add some scripts onto here. After that, like if you choose that hairstyle, when those bones get added, we need to then use some code to, we need some code to run that allows us to add scripts or do whatever it is we're going to do to those bones to make them have some physical simulation. Okay, so that took an hour. But the good news is that flow does work. And if we go look at this, you can basically see that, like, so they go in here and they show how where is it? Did I skip the? No, he's showing how, okay, like at runtime, see, I can add these scripts that like to make the joints look weird or whatever, and then shows how you write a script. Basically, you create a you create a slot, which is a concept that the avatar system uses. Do we have any? Oh, I see. Okay. You create a slot, then you add an event on that slot that says when the avatar data changes to run some code. When character is completed, run this like event. And then you use that to run, call a function that gonna throw some scripts onto some bones and stuff. And then later you also have to do a thing that says if that hair or that item gets removed, we need to actually clear up and remove those bones from the hierarchy, which is its own whole thing. Some of that I think I can just grab some of this code that they post. And actually I think most of it is actually here in the project. If you go into down here into the UMA thing, which is the avatar system, in examples, physics examples, scripts, there's like a handful of scripts, including this, which is something very similar to what I want. Right, where was I in world space? What's my local thing? What's my force? And then you say where would I normally be? Look at the parent, and then say, like in world space, you do a little spring force. There's some clamping and stuff. I mean, I could try just using this code. I made a whole little diagram here of how I was planning on doing this myself, which I do think would be kind of fun to do. Yeah. I kind of want to write my own. I had a fun little idea for it here. So I think what we're going to do now is, now that we know we can get those bones, we need to switch over to saying, okay, how are we going to make a simple little physics simulation for the hair to give it some extra emotion? And I have some, requirements in this case because there's some extreme motion that takes place in this game. The characters are flipping all the time. So some of these, and this math it looks like it might be fine. So this thing is like, you have a thing called sway bone, and then you have a thing called sway root bone. So you put this on the root bone, it goes through, finds all the children, sets up its little and adds the sway bone script to each one, and then in fixed update updates them in order. I mean, I guess we could try it. No harm in just testing it out. So I guess the way I would do that as a test would be to just go like this, set this to the one that actually has bones, this one. Then we would go find these. So here, I think, is where I put this. And then, did that actually do stuff? It did. Okay. Look, is it swaying? Yeah, it's swaying. And what kind of